West Indies cricket fans have got many rivers to cross. Greetings, my sports to the bone people. Back at it again with another video. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're all having a fantastic day thus far. Guess what? Tomorrow, West Indies and India will take to the field as the first test gets on the way. My regular viewers and subscribers know how I like to do it over here. I'll be giving you my playing 11 and batting order. Very tough one to put together, my people, but I have one here that I want to share. So just give a listening ear until the end and you can let me know your thoughts. Also, please be sure to leave your playing 11 in the comment section. And just a reminder, you can only select a playing 11 from the squad that is there. All right, so before I start my playing 11, just a quick reminder to people, right? This is me being a regular fan of West Indies cricket, just looking at the squad and saying this is how I would put it together. This is how I would line up the team, right? I have no connection to these guys in terms of knowing them or anything like that. I don't have any connection to the selector. So if your favorite player is not in my playing 11, easy fix. Just make sure you put them in your one, all right? So John Campbell, he will open, and Tasia and Shandopal returning to the squad will open, right? Obviously, Craig Brathwaite isn't there, so Tasia and Shandopal will open with John Campbell. So we basically have two new openers, my people, in the sense that John Campbell is basically just making his way back. Tasia and Shandopal was with the team a while back, but was dropped because of lack of performance. We haven't seen much from him since, but he's back. So once these two guys are there, though, they will open, right? So I have those two opening in my squad. And then I have another player that has returned to the squad that I want to play, and this is a tricky one, my people, because I am one of them that was calling for Anderson to be a part of the squad, right? I'm happy that he's still a part of the squad, but I was really and truly frustrated, with how a few things happened in the test series against Australia. Obviously, with all of the players, right? But I know there are some things that he needs to work on. Very talented player, so I was thinking, to bat him at in this 11, but I'm going for Alec instead. He has proven that he, once he gets in and once he's up for it, he can handle the spin for a bit, and he can also ride with the pace for a little bit. So I'll have him batting at number 3, right? We don't have Casey Carty in this team. I think or Mikel Louis. I remember those were the two guys that were in that squad. So I'm gonna bat Alec at 3 in this one. Number 4, Brandon King. Right, Brandon King. He's the man that that is a role that Darren Sammy has identified for him. And we saw glimpses, we saw a couple glimpses in the series against Australia. Definitely not where we want him to be just yet, but we saw some glimpses. So he will go at 4. The captain, Ruston Chase, bats at 5. Right, Coach Sammy made it clear that they are. I think he was in the Australia series when he spoke about the other spinners. He didn't refer to Ruston Chase as that. So Chase is there to provide, batting, and he will obviously do some bowling. So Ruston Chase will come in at number 5. And as a captain, as somebody that has the ability to stay out there and bat spin, we expect him to do a lot of work for us. So he will come in at 5. At number 6, Shea Hope. Never a few years ago, if you had mentioned to someone that Shea Hope would be batting at number 6 in a West Indies team, they might have said that, boy, you're a little bit cuckoo up here. But that is the reality of things. That is where he's at in the red ball cricket. So he'll bat at 6. And I mean, my team is pretty straightforward. Justin Graves will come in at number 7 as the seam bowling all-rounder. Jamel Warrican will play as the vice captain, right? Going into India spinning conditions, obviously going to play him. Kyrie Pierre also plays. He's the next specialist spinner that they selected. So it's not like we are playing in the Caribbean where we can go with one special, where we would go with one specialist spinner and then decide to go with one specialist spinner and then decide to make Chase do local bowling. Can't do that, right? We go with Jamel Warwick and Kyrie Pierre, and then Chase can help out a bit also. Jaden Seals and Anderson Phillip, right? So that is the team right there, my viewers and subscribers. Jaden Seals and Anderson Phillip to finish off. So we still have 3 seam bowling options, and it's because we have Justin Graves in the team, my people. He has some experience. Obviously, Jaden Seals will need some help, and Anderson Phillip has been there for a little while also. But the fact that we don't have Shamar Joseph and Alzari Joseph, we don't have the luxury to say drop a seamer and play another batsman. We could say drop a seamer and play Tevin Imlach, because he's another player that I want to see him out there. But only 11 people can play, my people, and based on how I'm looking to do my playing 11, that is how I think I am going to do it. So yeah, once again, John Campbell, Tej Narayan Chandopal, Alec Arthanes, Brandon King, Raston Chase, Shea Hope, Justin Graves, Jamel Warrican, Kyrie Pierre, Jaden Seals, and Anderson Phillip. That is how I'm doing it, my people. Doesn't necessarily mean that is the team that will be picked. I should have said this at the beginning. This is not me predicting the West Indies playing 11. I don't do them sort of things. I don't really predict, right? I'm not predicting who they are going to use. I'm just saying this is the playing 11 that I would put out there. Obviously, there are a couple of guys that they will definitely count themselves unlucky to be left out. But as I said, only 11 can play. And the good thing is, after I give my 11, other people here can give theirs. So we have Alec Arth. Just to remind you of the squad. Alec Arthan is Brandon King, John Campbell, Kevin Anderson, Tej Narayan, Chandopal, Huan Lane. Oh, I didn't even remember that Lane was in the squad, was drafted in. Justin Graves, Kyrie Pierre, Raston Chase, Shea Hope, Tevin Imlach, Anderson Phillip, Jaden Seals, Judea Blades, and Jamel Warrican. So that is the squad there, my people. But I have decided to go with Anderson Phillip and Jaden Seals along with Justin Graves. So you have Johan Lane and Judea Blades there as options also. But those are the guys that we're going with. Game starts at 12. What you call that now? Midnight on Thursday, right? Leading into Friday. So yeah, very, very interesting. I'm looking at the win probability that they have up here. India 91, West Indies 3, and 6% draw, right? 91% for India, 3% for us, and a 6% draw. So we shall see. Gonna leave it right there. Big up.